my role is CRM and loyalty. I've been in this role for about 9 months now, so still relatively new, and this video is about a few tips and tricks that have helped me along the way and a few things I've learned. One thing that I didn't realise the importance of was building your network outside of your team, and that may be quite daunting at first considering your team is the bubble that you're in, but the value in doing so, especially with people that aren't necessarily in your line of work or business area, is you get to learn so much more about the company, and in doing so you can also explore other areas that you could potentially wish to learn more about. And being a new joiner, it is a bit scary being in the office and not knowing anybody, but because you are new, everyone will give you grace, so it is absolutely more than okay to walk up to someone and introduce yourself, mention that you're new, you've just started, and start having a conversation. I think something that's been so great that I still do is setting up half-an-hour meetings with different people and calling them get to know yous. And in these sessions, you can talk about work, you can talk about your personal lives, a mixture of the two. It's just about expanding that network and learning as much as you can about what people do, the business, the company, and getting to know people in the process. And this is something that can really help you down the line as well. Another thing that was really helpful was learning how to get feedback from those around me. Now, you don't necessarily only have to get it from your manager or your direct team, although that is of course paramount, and you should set up at least weekly or bi-weekly meetings where you do have the opportunity to catch up with your manager to get a feel for how you're developing and if there's any room for improvement. Now, all constructive criticism is good, so please actively seek it from those around you. Ways you can ask for this, just thinking of how I would ask my manager for it, is quite direct, but of course also depends on the dynamic of your relationship, but even asking for them to review performance on a certain task and if there's anything you could have improved or how they would have approached this situation, and see if you can learn from the different ways of going about it. Another thing that's been quite important and helpful in my development is, again, like I mentioned earlier, that network that you're building around you. Even if they're not in your line of business, setting up that monthly or every 3 months a connect with them where they can see how much you've developed or they can ask you how much you've learned. It's a really good way of reflection, and your development is more tangible is what I'm trying to say. And of course, again, looking back to my previous point, just ask questions and what you can do better, other people's experiences, because it's also a great asset learning from other people's mistakes. Thanks so much guys for listening. I hope you found that useful and that you can pull some valuable insights from that. This is a really great opportunity, and I'm really happy to support Social Mobility Month with DigiLearning.